case, but like I said, a poor selection of shots played by a few of the Nepali batters. And even Rohit Podel said that he would like to bat first if they've won the toss, just to feel how you go ahead batting first. That is what they did against Oman. They were put to best. Oh, that was slightly up in the air but wide off the bowler. I think the ball stopped on a bit.
I just feel that Nepal haven't adjusted. All of the teams now, even at this level of team analysts, and they'll have known that there would be a huge number of left arm bowlers. Now, did they think about the angles? Did they think that those left arm seamers would come around the wicket? And if they did they do enough preparation to adjust for it? Or did they just maybe have half an eye on the semi-final? Because 5 of the 6 wickets have fell around the wicket, that angle coming in and closing off room. Good confidence stroke down the ground for a single, and then the short ball over the wicket, producing the dismissal at square leg. I don't know if it's complacency, but something from Nepal has not been up to their standards of the last 2 or 3 months today, and they're in trouble.
Yes, 80% of the game won by Nepal in the last 2 months were chasing the target. Oh, look at that, giving that air. After 24, Nepal 92 for 6.
क्वालिटी में नंबर 1 हुनुको राज के हो?
नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री, पूर्ण डायमिटरको पक्का ग्यारेन्टी हो।
यसको पनि त राज होला।
राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी।
पता लाग्यो, राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी।
वाह, राजेश दाइ।
लिटमस केबल को राज रहेछ एडभान्स।
गुणस्तर को पहचान, लिटमस केबल, क्वालिटी में नंबर 1।
Just continuing with the 4 bowlers. When will Qatar go into the depth chart, into bowler number 5, maybe even number 6? That ball there is a good example of the challenge. And Dipender Singh Airi says, go back to your mark. There's definitely been a word or two there from Amir. And Dipender Singh Airi is well within his right to say, you do the bowling, I'll do the batting, back you go.
Yeah, that's good scenes here, good competitive scenes, and the umpire just calling the captain of Qatar, just having a word with him. Defender didn't do too much. I think there was a word said by Amir there that look at Defender Singh, he's just telling the bowler to go to your mark and just bowl another ball.
Well, this is the thing, the bowler always has to go back to their mark, and in fairness to Airi, he's walked away. But there's aggression, there's fire, and there's something on this now, and the umpires are just going to try and calm things down. All's fair in love and war, all within the spirit of the game. You're playing hard, you're playing fair. But the more interesting thing was, it was close to being a wide. It was given as a wide, apologies. Rightly so. But Amir is trying to bring out some fire, some aggression. I'm not sure they need to, because right now Qatar are on top. Will Airi hold his nerve, or will he give it away?
Yes, Amir just playing with Dipender Singh Airi's mind there, just trying to disrupt his concentration. Another short ball outside the off stump. That was beautifully bowled. 3 short, quick deliveries. Has had a smile on his face, Amir.
This is fine bowling, really impressive. It's delivery that rushed Airi on the pull shot, and that one there, they speak volumes of the problem. The Nepali batters haven't adjusted to the left arm seamer coming at them around the wicket, and particularly back of a length. Stuff coming in here has looked uncomfortable to the Nepali batters, and Irie hasn't been able to make any real contact with that pull shot. Then he tried to play it with a straight bat and he's beaten. Now the Yorker, excellent skills from Amir.
Yes, that's good to see. One of the short balls was given as wide, even though he bowled a short ball again, and this time around he went for a fuller delivery. A good contest between these two, Amir and Dipendra. It's just mind games played by the fielding side to the batsmen just to disrupt their concentration.
The incredible thing about Amir's tournament, he didn't bowl against Malaysia. I know it was an abridged game, 35 overs per side, but remarkable to think, unless there was an injury niggle, that you wouldn't use him. He's been very, very good today. He's probing away, and there's more than a bit going on out there. I think the captain thought it was the end of the over, and he's going to look a bit foolish here now because he's going to have to run the whole way back across the square. He took the bails off, he threw the ball to the umpire, and the umpire said there's a ball to go. What are you doing?
Yes, he just wanted to come into the eyes of Defender Singh Irie. Yeah, you're definitely right, Lenny. It looked a bit foolish. Still 2 balls remaining in this over. A good aggressive attack here by Amir.
Well, it's adding to the occasion. Really good contest this between Amir and Irie. Gets the angle he wants this time, gets it around the corner. Should be a couple with how quick Dipender Singh Irie is. So quick between the wickets. That was pretty much straight to the man. He still gets 2.
This time around he doesn't go for that full ledges pull shot. He just taps it down off his shoulder, well controlled down to the ground. He's so quick, he's taken 2 runs. A very good contest here between these two players from Qatar and Nepal. 95 for 6 wickets down for Nepal at the home side, and you can see the spectators are building up. Another short ball pulled away, controlled pull shot. This time it rolls to the boundary, a much needed boundary for Nepal and Irie. After 25, Nepal 99 for 6.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
Bat first, and in real trouble. Previous over though was an engaging one. It really was. Amir bowling at his quickest with a bit of aggression, a bit of lip, a few words to Irie. Irie won that little mini battle. Monty Desai talks about the 1-ball battles. That was a kind of 1-over battle, and finally we saw some control from a hook shot from high to low. Rode the bounce, didn't try to hit it hard, just went with it and still got 4. I have to say the way Oasis bowled has been very impressive as well. All 4 of the Qatari bowlers right on the money.
Yes, this is his 8th over, has taken 2 wickets already, and he's mixing his pace and he's mixing his line as well. Look at this, slow through the air. Was that a drop catch?
Well, it's a very difficult chance, but I think it's a drop. It was short, it was wide, it was maybe the worst delivery he's bowled. And a flying effort from Kamran Khan. It's to his weaker side. He's a right-hander. One of the few right-handers in this team. And it's a great effort. The fine batter is Kamran Khan. Probably 3 runs saved, really, rather than a dropped catch as much as anything. He did get a full hand to it, though. Certainly Irie has looked swift with his footwork. The 100's come up now with that single in the previous delivery. Can Nepal get to 220? Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, looking at the wicket, I definitely see that 220 or 230 will be enough, considering the bowling attack of Nepal, the spinners mainly. That's straying down the leg side. Oh, Defender Singhar is on the half track there. Yeah, they shouldn't look at the end of the total. They should just build up a partnership, just play 5 overs. 26 gone. Nepal 101 for 6.
Beam, we only have 1 day left. Focus, man.
No, coach. We have 1 month. You have 1 month. I have 1 month. I have sent my referral. No, please check it once.
Whirling River गर्नुस् दुवैजनालाई 1 महिना फ्री इन्टरनेट र नेट टिभी सब्स्क्रिप्सन पाउनुस्. Whirling River offer.
Alright guys, don't worry. We have 1 month. Let's do this.
It's been slow going, particularly that second 50 for Nepal, where they've lost those wickets after what was, I thought, a good third wicket partnership between Rohit Paudel and Asif Sheikh. But both were dismissed pretty quickly. And Dipender Singh Airi looks determined to lead the rescue job. More questions coming in. Rojesh Rijal is saying that this is a good wake-up call. This is coming in on Instagram at Cricket Badge. He says, Andrew, sometimes when you're going through a good rhythm, you tend to forget about the weaknesses, but who knows, if Nepal loses today, it might actually be a good thing for the rest of the tournament, given that Nepal always loses to UAE in semi-finals. I agree with you, Rajesh, it could be a good wake-up call. There's one problem though, Paresh. Kuwait could beat Hong Kong and Nepal could still play UAE. In that case, it would be UAE winning Group B and then Nepal finishing second in Group A. The permutations carved away, and it is a man at deep third, and he takes the catch. Sheikh has also fallen to the short ball, and look at the celebrations. How pumped up is Amir? It's another errant stroke, I have to say. He's probably been looking to go squarer, but the pace from Amir guides it down to deep third, and Qatar, they are on fire.
Yeah, this was created by Amir because of his hostile attack, the short balls that he bowled to Defender Singh Airi, and his smart catch taken in the boundary line at third man. This was aggressive bowling by Amir. It's all started from the last over against Defender Singh Airi. The hostile attack, the short balls into the body, resulting a wicket of Arif Sheikh. He has to depart for 11. Nepal 102 for 7.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
अब हरेक 2.25 लिटर स्प्राइट सँग 2 PM अकबरे चिकन नूडल्स सित्तैमा.
Putting it up to the hosts, they're all over them. They've outthought them, they've outskilled them, and you can see Arif Sheikh grossly disappointed with this shot. It's another soft dismissal. I think he's trying to get that down towards deep point. The problem is the extra pace, the bounce and the angle have combined for it to skew off. And another send-off. There's been a few words, isn't there, from Qatar. I'm not sure that's needed from Mohammad Rizlan, the captain of all people. You celebrate your success, you don't get up in the opponent's face, particularly after you've got them out. I think that shot there is one that Mohammad Rizlan will look back on and maybe reflect. That was not necessary, particularly from the captain. You almost expect it from a fiery fast bowler at points. Captain should be better than that. Amir's been excellent though. In comes Gulson Jah. And it's been a trial by short balls, pace, fire, aggression. And for Nepal, looking ahead to that Cricket World Cup qualifier in Zimbabwe, they're going to get this. They're going to get this from Sri Lanka at a more extreme pace, from the West Indies, even from Zimbabwe. Are we seeing a weakness here, a fragility to the short ball?
Yes, definitely. Even though it's a batting track here in the TO International Cricket Ground, they need some homework to be done by the Nepali batters, especially the left arm quickly coming round the wicket to the right-hander, just tucking the batsman in. They'll have to do their homework. They'll have to do some throwdowns, get your left arm seamer Pratijiji to bowl around the wicket. Very nice short ball again. Evasive action taken by Gulshan Jha, given as a wide. I think that was above the head high.
Yeah, and the umpire's working as they should there as a team. I don't think it's above the head, but I think he's already bowled short balls in the over. Real fire, real aggression. Again, the captain's getting involved. Qatar, well, they're going down fighting. They're going to be going out of this tournament, but they are desperate to take a win with them. And this has been real aggression we are seeing, and I suspect if the UAE are watching on, which I know they will be back at the team hotel, they're probably enjoying it on Kantapur TV, they'll be thinking, if we play Nepal, well, maybe fire up Junaid Sadiq, fire up Zohar Khan, test out this Nepali batting attack, which has been so much better, so much more consistent in recent times with some short stuff.
Yes, they've clearly shown that they're finding it very difficult to play the short balls and the quick short balls that Qatari bowlers have been bowling from the start, from the first over. And look at that, the left arm seamer coming round the wicket to the left-hander Gulshan Jha. We don't often see a left arm seamer coming round the wicket to a left-hander. They are very comfortable bowling from the round the wicket. A good back of the length ball, a quick one by Amir.
Yeah, and the great credit to Amir. This is his 6th over on the bounce. Bowled with real fire, real hostility. Also, the direction has been spot on. Now, the points tables. This is why this game is so important. So many of the messages coming into us on social media, Paresh, are worried about the weather for Saturday. If it does rain, there is no reserve day. Obviously, hopefully we get both games played. Hopefully there is no rain. But were Nepal to lose today? And Qatar right on top right now. It pours rain all day Saturday. That's the end of that. The teams that win the groups will then progress to the final, where there is a reserve day. Nepal will know this. They do their homework. They'll know that they needed to win today, and they've got themselves into all sorts of trouble. They're 105 for 7 in the 27th over.
Yes, everything to play for today. Nepal, they need to win this game. Just looking at the weather of Saturday and Sunday, like you said, Lenny, if it rains Saturday and the match is abandoned, the semi-finals are abandoned, the group winners will play the finals. Another short ball, top edge, Divan Singh ID. That's out. 8 wicket down for Nepal.
Again, it's Owais Ahmed that points to the sky and thanks the Almighty, because right now Qatar are blitzing Nepal away. Fire, hostility, no shortage of skill either. And Irie has now been found out by the short ball. This is all going horribly wrong. He really hasn't got into any position to play the stroke. One hand comes off the bat. It's the simplest of catches. And Nepal have been asked many a question today. Right now they have no answers. They're looking very likely to be bowled out within their 50, with not too many on the board. Irie's gone for 12. Nepal 105 for 8.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 huneko raj ho, advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
In hand, he has to do it now with the bat in hand. Lamachani tends to play his strokes as well. But there's 23 overs to bat. Kushal Mala's still smiling. He's trying to encourage Lalit Rajbanshi. He said, don't worry, you can get your maiden 50 and get us up to 200. That will be enough. That's what he's telling him. That's a long way away. Unless Gulshan Jha and Sandeep Lamachani can build a partnership here, this innings could be over in a hurry, and we could see maybe the biggest upset of the tournament. Remember, Saudi Arabia beat Qatar comfortably at this ground. And Qatar, I think they feel they've been under par and they wanted to show how much better they can be. As Oasis is going to bowl his 9th. It's angling down, going to miss leg. Far too much turn. You have to say they've been well up for today's game.
Yes, that was definitely angling down the leg side. Very optimistic. A plead to the umpire by Hovis. Yeah, talking about Nepal, 105 for 8. Their weakness. Oh, that's a clean strike by Gulshan Jha. Way down to square leg for a big 6. That somehow releases the pressure.
I think we're going to see a counter-attack. Jha is naturally quite aggressive. Lamachani only plays one way. Maybe 8 down, it might not be the worst thing. I think when Sheikh and Irie were there, they had to work away to nudge it around, but both fell to pretty soft dismissals, really. So now maybe Gulshan Jha says it's time to strike back. It's the first 6 of the day. It goes to the all-rounder, the left-hander.
And his slog sweep is good. He hits those slog sweeps very often. Gulshan Jha, that was bowled outside the off stump. Yeah, it was in his arc. That is why he went for it and got the result. Can Gulshan Jha hit some lusty blows just to get out of that hole, the whole dig by Qatari bowlers for Nepal. That was outside the off stump.
We've seen Nepal tested throughout Cricket World Cup League 2, none more so than when Rohit Powdell and Karan KC had to rescue a side from 120 odd for 8, chasing 210 against Scotland. Still don't know why they won that game. Today's another test. The question will be, when it's put up to Nepal with real fire, real aggression, what will the response be? What we've seen so far is there is a fragility, a weakness against the short ball, particularly angling into them. If you look at all those dismissals, big hit again, goes for the slog sweep, man out at long on. Oh, brilliant! Oh, brilliant! Gulshan Jha, we will check, but I think he's gone. Gayan Budaka has pulled off the catch of the tournament. I've no doubt we'll go upstairs, but it looks clean. They just moved the man to cow corner. And Gulshan Jha, having just hit a maximum, I think he's been caught by the most wonderful catch. A modern display of athleticism and awareness. This was going over the rope for certain. Is it clean, Paresh? My first instinct is yes.
Oh, we'll have to see that again. Maybe it might. The boot might have touched the cushion there in the boundary line. We'll have to see that again. The front foot is fine. We don't have to worry about that. That was a clean strike, but the ball was going towards over the fence. But look at this effort by the fielder. Oh, did it touch the 1x bat cushions there? It's pretty hard to see it from this angle. You'll have to see from the other angle.
Well, I think the second half of the catch is okay. The question is the first half. And has that cushion moved? Because if it has, it's 6. What does this angle tell us? So the catch is clean there. Now just there. The cushion, it's even leaning a bit forward. Any contact with that, well, I wouldn't like to be in the third umpire's chair, I'll tell you. I think the other angle is the one that indicated some movement. This one here, so he's definitely caught it cleanly, that's fine, but just there on the 1X bat branding, has the very front of his shoe flicked. And was there contact? Is it 6 or is it out? It's not for us to decide. The pressure, the man in the hot seat, it's on Asif Iqbal.
Yeah, in this position is fine, but after he turns his leg, his heels turn, I think the toe of the boot just flicks the 1X bat cushion there. It's just we are just saying it from here in the commentary box. The result is coming from the TV umpire.
The completion of the catch is clean. The second half, that's fine. Here's the moment. Red is out. It's given. And look at the celebrations. It was incredibly marginal. And on the evidence we have, the third umpire has decided that is out. Oase has a third wicket. He's gone. Caught in the deep, trying to counter-attack. One more look at it here. It was pretty well struck. Excellent skills and athleticism from Gyan Budika. Came to within probably centimetres of that boundary, but the end result is he's gone. Gulshan's gone for 7. It's 1-1-1 for 9.
Dada, बाहिर भाइरस छ नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Lalit Rajbangshi is the new man in at number 11 for Nepal. Who would have thought Nepal batting first, being 111 for 9 in 28 overs, and Nelson to take the wicket for Nepal. Gulshan Jha, what a brilliant catch by Budika into the boundary line at mid-wicket.
Well, with numbers 10 and 11 at the crease, we are going to see fire and aggression. There's a short leg come into place. We're going to see bouncers and Yorkers and nothing else, I think, from Amir. Starts with a short ball. Lamachani anticipates it, gets more than enough of it to get 4. Maybe too predictable. Sandeep's going to have some fun here, and every run could be critical.
Yes, he just lined the short ball up. Sandeep Lamachani, he knew he was going to get a short ball. He just waited for it, just moved his front foot away from his body, and look at that, a clean hit over mid-on. The mid-on fielder is inside the circle. A big gap there.
It was funny, there wasn't actually even a mid-on. There was a mid-wicket in place, completely vacant. It's still pretty vacant. He's now a wide mid-on. Deep backward square leg is in place. Fine leg is in place. Short leg is in place. The man now does come to a more regulation mid-on. He's just out of your shot there on the right of your screen. Every ball is going to be short, or maybe the double bluff with the Yorker. Guided away. Lamachani gets a single. What can Rajbanshi show with the bat? He's probably the only one in this 11 who's really in the team for bowling alone. All the other 10 can do a bit of both.
Yes, a very disappointing dressing room for Nepal. They always say that every team has one bad day. Let's call it a bad day for Nepal today. But credit goes to the Qatari bowlers, the way they bowled from the first over, from the first ball. Bowling round the wicket, the left-handers, the left-arm medium paces, angling the ball into the right-hander. That was very difficult to play for many of the Nepali batters. Kushal Purtel was troubled. Bhim Sharkey was troubled. The only person that was not troubled was Rohit Paudel. He was a bit unlucky today.
I think this has come off probably the arm of Lalit Rajbanshi. Amir was certain. Qatar, they just need to keep a lid on their emotions here. They've been excellent, they've been brilliant. They're getting a bit carried away. Maybe the shoulder, if anything. He's nowhere near that. He's dropped his hands. You're absolutely entitled to appeal. You just can't get too carried away. And Sandeep says, Amir, you're bowling beautifully. Calm down.
Yes, it was clearly off the sleeve of his right hand. Lalit Rajbanshi just dropped his bat at the right moment. Yeah, fiery spell by Amir. He's taken 3 wickets already in his 7th over. What a spell we've seen from Qatar.
Yeah, just dropping his hands. He knows everything's going to be short. So I think Rajbanshi's approach here, anything full he'll try and block out. Anything short he'll get out of the way of. There is pace though. This is up probably north of 130, maybe 135 kilometers per hour. Nepal, being honest, they haven't had any answers. Been blitzed away with an excellent bowling performance. Nicely kept out by Rajbanshi. Is this a massive wake-up call, and is it what the team need, Paresh? There's been an awful lot of celebrations, felicitations. Fans are back up in the trees. There's so much passion on show. Is this what the team actually needed, a bolt from the blue?
Yeah, actually, I don't say it. The Nepal team needed this. This could have happened any time, but Nepal team is very lucky. It happened in the league stages. Anyway, the game is not over yet.
And that one's kept a bit low. Amir has bowled an incredible 7-over spell. He's got 3 for 31. It's 116 for 9.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
With you with all the action in about 5 minutes' time.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand washले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले pump, rub, chew. संसारकै नम्बर 1 selling germ protection soap brand.
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1
अब हरेक 2.25 लिटर स्प्राइट सँग 2 PM अकबरे चिकन नूडल्स सित्तैमा
Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner Lifebuoy. Internet partner WorldLink. Uplifting partner Coca-Cola. Title sponsor
Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Hygiene partner
तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Internet partner
छिटो बनेकै WorldLink.
Uplifting partner 10 countries, 24 matches. Live from TU and Mulpani ground. Watch live on YouTube on OSR Sports. Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men
20 for 5 or so. That's against Hong Kong. Amazing to think that going right into the 19th and 20th game Paresh, that we really have no idea who the semi-final lineup is going to be or what the semi-final lineup will be. We may know 3 of the 4 teams, but they could still play against each other in almost any order. And Kuwait, if they could get up to even 180 up at Mulpani with their bowling attack, those 3 spinners, they'd have a real chance of beating Hong Kong. You have to love associate cricket.
Yes, and none of the associate cricket are bad. They are pretty good. That is what Qatar has shown here today against Nepal. Always in his last over of his spell, 2 runs taken by Sandeep Lavichan. He wants to take the strike.
The throw's gone to the wrong end there. I think Rajbanshi could have been in trouble. One thing that's nice to see, look at how together this Nepal side are. This is real adversity they're facing. Not for the first time. Even with those 11 wins from 12, there was wobbles, there was ups and downs and highs and lows, but they're sticking together and they're backing Lamachani and Rajbanshi to just keep fighting, get them up to something to defend. He's always smiling, Kushal Malla, whatever the situation.
Yes, a little dynamite for the national side. Sandeep Lamachani will want all the strike. This is the last ball of Oas's spell. A very good spell by him. 9.5 overs, 3 for 35, his figures. The sweeper cover is coming inside the circle. A packed out offside field. There's a silly point as well. It's very interesting to see. There's no slips there. Just the last wicket to go for Nepal. Now I think there's a short point as well, short backward point, short third. I would like to see a slip for Lalit.
Well, absolutely. If you're going to have a silly point in, you've got to have a slip in alongside the keeper.
Right.
Down the leg side, a free run to the total. Every run being cheered. There's a really large crowd gathered predominantly right now outside the walls. They're sizing up the action for free right now rather than paying in. 120 on the board. And Rajbanshi survives. They won't want the single. Lamachani wants to strike. 20 to go. In theory, Nepal 120 for 9.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Amir Farooq with his 8th over of his spell. Look at the 3 subs for Nepal, Gyanendra Malla and Karan Casey, the senior pros. That's it. Cleanly but straight to mid-off.
Yeah, he works very hard in his batting, Sandeep Lamachani. You see him in the nets often. Tends to be an aggressive stroke player. And I think he'll think that it's just too long to bat here. 20 overs too much with just 1 wicket in hand. So the approach should be to try and get as many boundaries as he can. He's going to take on Amir. Amir bowling his 8th over back to back. Really impressive performance this from Qatar, led by Amir, the pick of the attack for me.
Yes, it's not easy for a fast bowler to bowl back to back 8 overs. Yeah, he's done his job. He's taken 3 wickets. He's bowled very well.